Alright guys, what's going on? It's Shram here and welcome back to another video I got for you guys today. Today I am going to be attempting to rebuild the Atlanta Falcons. This team was suggested by somebody in one of my recent rebuilds. I'm not entirely sure which one, but I want to give you guys a quick outline of what's to come. So after this rebuild, I'm going to do a rather different style of rebuild. I'm not going to say too much about it, but that's pretty much all I'm going to say. Then after that is going to be the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. And then at some point, if I decide to do a fantasy draft rebuild in there, that team, I will be using the Packers for that, because those are all teams that have been suggested pretty much in that order. And if you guys want me to do any other teams that I haven't listed or I haven't already done, you can leave them in the comments of any rebuild. As long as I get notified of it and notice the comment, I will do the team. But yeah, the Falcons have a very good team, obviously. They really don't need to be rebuilt. I guess this is more of a reloading. I'm still going to title it a rebuild just because I want to keep the, the aesthetic the same. But anyway, I'm going to get right into this one. Obviously, this is the Falcons team. Well, at least the offensive portion of it. Very good offense, one of the highest scoring offenses for sure this season. Matt Ryan's a very talented quarterback. Devontae Freeman is a top running back. Julio Jones is like the number one or number two receiver in the NFL, depending on your preference, either him or Antonio Brown. They have a very good offensive line. I'm not sure how they're performing in real life, but their ratings would make me assume that they're performing pretty well. Austin Hooper is a very talented tight end. Was he a rookie last year? Yeah, okay. He was a rookie last year. He still has room to develop for sure, an 83 overall. Defensively, the defensive side of the ball is actually pretty young. At least, like, a lot of the good players are really young, like Deion Jones, Devondre Campbell, Vic Beasley, Keanu Neal. Robert Alford's pretty old. Not really old, but he's 28, I want to say. Yeah, he's not super old, but he's probably going to get traded. Desmond Trufant is 27. 26 with quick development. That's perfect. Ricardo Allen isn't horrible. Grady Jarrett, Dontari Poe, Brooks Reed, Adrian Claiborne. I mean, Brooks Reed and Adrian Claiborne are pretty old, but Grady Jarrett and Dontari Poe are rather young. I think Poe's older. 27 years old. I think Grady Jarrett's like 24. Yeah, he's 24 with quick development. Okay, that's huge. But I'm going to get into some trades. Leroy Reynolds, Kamal Ishmael, who I moved to a middle linebacker, and a 5th rounder next year for the Browns' 1st overall pick. Ryan Trader, Robert Alford, and Matt Schaub for the Jets' 1st and 4th rounders. Andy Levitre and Austin Patzor for Trevor Williams. Tevin Coleman, Sean Harlow, and a 3rd round draft pick for Bobby Wagner and a 5th rounder. Sean Witherspoon, Mohamed Sanu, and Levine Toilolo for the 49ers' 1st rounder. Adrian Claiborne, Athiba Rubin, and Ricardo Allen for Adrian Amos and a 5th rounder. Brooks Reed, Teron Ward, and a 2nd rounder for Devontae Adams. Courtney Upshaw, Kazi, I'm not sure who that is, and Shelby for Amari Cooper. Taylor Gabriel, JJ Hardy, and Derek Coleman, who's a 53 overall, for Andrew Norwell. Ty Sambrailo, Crawford, I'm sorry I forgot his first name, and a 4th rounder for the Broncos' 1st round draft pick. This is the team for the first season. I signed a couple people in free agency just to fill some holes, like Corey Harkey here. Not the best fullback, but he's an 82 somehow, even though his stats are horrible. But I have him there as our fullback. Antonio Andrews is our backup running back. Dorian Johnson is now our right guard. I moved Alex Mack to right tackle, where he goes up to a 95. I know Alex Mack is sort of old. He is 31 years old, but he is a 95 overall. I feel like he might be able to stay this entire rebuild, unless he retires, which I really hope doesn't happen. This receiver core looks pretty amazing. If you ask me, very good. I actually don't think I'm going to have to draft a receiver this rebuild. All I really need on offense is a center and potentially a right guard if Dorian Johnson doesn't develop. Defensively, the defense is actually extremely good. There's not many positions that I'm really looking to draft. Maybe a defensive end if Vic Beasley or Takaris McKinley don't play well. It's your first name, right, Takaris? Yeah, Takaris McKinley. If either of them don't play well, then I'll probably have to draft one. Maybe a cornerback to fill where Brian Poole is at nickel, but like honestly, maybe a backup middle linebacker. Other than that, I really don't have many players that I want because I think this is a 4-3. Well, that's how I've designed it anyway. I'm going to make sure it's a 4-3, and I don't think Devondre Campbell is going to get much playing time. So left outside linebacker isn't really a priority. Deion Jones is an amazing right outside linebacker. Goes up to an 88. But yeah, I'm going to mess with the schemes. I mean, not the schemes, the sliders. I'm going to make sure they all are at 160, which is what I use now. And I will see you guys at the mid-season mark. At the mid-season mark, we are 6-1. I kind of figured that we would be doing pretty well, considering the Falcons normally do well. And I think I just made them a little better, if you ask me. But here's a look at the team with the experience. Julio Jones has 12K. That's a lot. Nobody else on the offense has more than 10K. Defensively, anybody have over 10K? Not that I can see. Bobby Wagner, though, is 8.2K. That's good to see. Takaris McKinley has 5,000. All right, so not bad. Let's bring back the players we have to. I see Devontae Adams is here. I definitely want to get him back. Tantari Poe, probably the same thing. Matt Bryant, I'd probably even bring back because he has really good stats. I think those are going to be the only 3 players, though. You know, we're not doing amazing in the money department, but 50.5 mil is pretty good. Devontae Adams accepted the contract. Tantari Poe, I would like to keep you for the rest of the rebuild if I can. You're at least a good second defensive tackle, if nothing else. He's coming back to the team, and Matt Bryant, I hope I can bring him back. A 2-year deal for a 42-year-old kicker? I don't know. If it ever comes down to it, he's coming back to the team. But if it comes down to it and he retires, I can just pick up another kicker. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Matt Bryant's probably, you know, one of the top kickers in simulation if I had to guess. But let's check out the division. What is it looking like? Okay, the Saints are in second, going 5-2. The Panthers and the Buccaneers are both 3-5. So the division isn't like completely locked down for us yet because the Saints are very, very close. If we lose to them once, then, you know, we'll be tied pretty much. Actually, I'm not sure who we lost to yet. Let's check it out. If we lost to the Saints, then if we lose to them, they will be above us. Hold on. Wrong button. Meant to go to team schedule. I'm used to it being over there because that's where it is at the end of the season. And we lost to the Lions. Okay, do we play the Saints yet? We actually did not play the Saints yet. We play them right here. Okay, for week 14 and 16. I forgot about that. Yeah, that kind of just happened recently. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to sim to the end of the season, or hopefully we are in the playoffs. At the end of this season, we are 11-5, having to take on the 9-7 Cardinals in the wild card round. We just barely came in second in the division, going 11-5. The Saints went 12-4. Let's check out the team schedule, though. I know we lost to the Saints once. If we lost to them twice, then it really wasn't that close, you know, because then you know, there's almost no way we would have made it even if we had the same record. I mean, made it to the top of the division is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we won the opening 2 games, lost to the Lions. We saw this earlier, though. Went on a nice win streak here, and then we lost a couple in a row. We lost to the Saints twice, but we did beat the Buccaneers and the Panthers. So the Saints are just, you know, the better team, I guess. So hopefully we don't have to take them on in the playoffs because it's not going to look too good. Matt Ryan, however, had a very good season. I don't know why I said however. That was like, I didn't say anything that was the opposite of saying Matt Ryan did well before the sentence. Well, I'm just going to not mention it. Whatever. 4,400 yards, 38 touchdowns, 10 picks. Pretty good season there. Actually, very good. Devontae Freeman, though, pretty much 1,600 yards and 7 touchdowns. Only 1 fumble as well. Antonio Andrews had 693 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns. That's a really good season from a backup. Receiving, Julio Jones had 1,333 yards with 18 touchdowns. Okay, Austin Hooper did pretty well. 668 yards, only 1 touchdown, though. Devontae Adams had 5 touchdowns. And Amari Cooper got over 1,000 yards with 12 touchdowns. Blocking, this looks pretty good. Only 16 sacks let up all season. Not bad at all. Hold on a second. Did our right tackle, did Alex Mack not let up 1? Oh, he let up 5. Okay, never mind. Our left tackle and right tackle let up most of them. That's kind of how it works. I just didn't notice the other tackle. But Bobby Wagner led our team in tackles with 142. Tackles for loss. 8 from Grady Jarrett. We got 5 from Tantari Poe and 3 from Takaris McKinley. McKinley had 15 sacks. Vic Beasley only had 8.5, but that's not horrible, I guess. Almost 10, you know, almost getting to double digits. Bobby Wagner led our team in interceptions with 4. Deion Jones had 3. Adrian Amos had 2. Keanu Neal had 2. And Trevor Williams had 2. And then Devondre Campbell had 1, as well as Ray Wilson. I'm not going to try to pronounce your first name. Blighty? I don't know. I kind of just lied to you guys. I did try to pronounce it. We have at least 1 touchdown, and it's from Takaris McKinley. So maybe he got Defensive Rookie of the Year. That would be awesome. We were second on offense. What about defense? Doesn't show, but I'm actually not sure what that's all about. We were second on defense. It's actually really nice. The Eagles came in first, letting up under 4,900 yards. It's actually a really good season there from them. Yearly awards, though. Matt Ryan's probably up here. Yeah, he's 3rd. Carson Wentz of the 16-0 Eagles. Oh my god, the Eagles went undefeated. Okay, anyway, Matt Ryan came in 3rd. Wow. Okay, that still baffles me. NFC Offensive Player of the Year does go to Matt Ryan. Devontae Freeman? Devontae Freeman didn't make this. Jimmy Garoppolo did, though. I see that. Defensive Player of the Year. Falcons. Anybody? No, but a lot of players from the Eagles are in this. Eagles had a crazy season. Offensive Rookie of the Year. What team am I getting? The Falcons? Yeah, I don't see anybody. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Takaris McKinley comes in 3rd. I really wish he would have won it, but it's okay. Gerard Davis and Reuben Foster always fluctuate, you know, whoever wins that. But that's okay. Didn't really get that many awards there, but I'm sure some of our guys made the Pro Bowl, so it's probably some experience for them. Amari Cooper has 46,000. That definitely looks like a Pro Bowl to me. Yeah, he did make the Pro Bowl. Okay. Julio Jones has 24K. I'm sure he made the Pro Bowl. The rest of the offense looks pretty decent. How about the defense? Takaris McKinley only has 14K from having like 15 sacks, but that's okay. Did you make the Pro Bowl or something? If not, I really don't understand how. Nope. All right, you didn't make the Pro Bowl. It doesn't really make much sense. Bobby Wagner's up there with experience. Okay, so I'm going to spend this and then I'm just going to sim the game against the Cardinals. Here is a look at the upgraded team. I almost said updated. I mean, I guess that kind of would have made sense. But, yeah, this offense looks really good. Matt Ryan's an A+ now. You know, I'm just looking at the grades. Devontae Freeman's an A+. Julio Jones obviously still an A+. The wide receivers are all at least an A, which is nice to see. Austin Hooper's up to an 87. This O-line didn't change all that much, but after this season, I will definitely be getting a new center, so the O-line will just be better, and probably a new right guard. I just had Dorian Johnson in there just to fill it up a little bit. Defensively, Bobby Wagner's up to a 99. Takaris McKinley's an 86. Who else went up a lot? Trevor Williams is an 87. I don't think he went up all that much. I think that was actually only one different. He just changed his grade at the bottom. I don't know, but the team looks really good. Let's just sim the week. Let's see if we can beat the Cardinals. Actually, if you guys are still watching, I'm going to say a word now. We actually did win. Sweet. But if you guys are still watching, comment Christmas. Just because it was just Christmas. This obviously isn't in my surroundings or anything you can consume, because you can't really consume Christmas. But yeah, comment Christmas if you're still watching. I hope you guys had a nice Christmas or just happy holidays, you know, whatever you guys celebrate, all that good stuff. But anyway, we have to take on the Saints now. Maybe we can come away with a win. That'd be pretty nice. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to test this one. Okay, never mind. I thought this was going to come up with the Pro Bowl, but that's this game that I'm talking about. We actually won. I'm surprised we took down the Saints because we lost to them twice in the actual season. I kind of want to actually see the stats for that one. So playoff schedule. I was thinking that the Saints game that we just played was this current game, because this game, when I sim it, you're not going to be able to see like the Super Bowl, like the pregame Super Bowl thing right away. Holy crap, we shut out the Saints? Oh my god, what happened? Matt Ryan did very well. Drew Brees did horribly. We have Colin Kaepernick as our backup. I'm telling you, if we win the Super Bowl, it's just because Colin Kaepernick's on the team. Matt Ryan had a really good game. Devontae Freeman did alright. Like, what happened? I really don't understand what happened. Austin Hooper, no, Amari Cooper, my fault. Amari Cooper had 2 touchdowns. Austin Hooper led the game in catches, though. Aaron Henderson had 15 tackles. I don't know how we shut out the Saints. That's actually super surprising, but I will take it. Let's advance to the Super Bowl. Yeah, because, yeah, that's the only way I'm going to be able to see if we're in it like right away immediately. So let's advance to the Super Bowl. Did we make it? Did we take down the Seahawks? We did! Okay, we made it to the Super Bowl first season. It's just because Colin Kaepernick is here. You guys already know. But I'm actually going to hop right into this game, and hopefully we can, you know, beat the Jaguars. Before I do that, though, we are at 95. We're at 95 overall year 1, and they are in 89. Okay, I think this is definitely the highest year 1 overall that I've had, but yeah, we should be able to win, but Madden simulation is weird sometimes. So it definitely looks like we have this game in the bag. It's 41-17. It was just 41-14, but they got a field goal, of course, and we win the Super Bowl year 1. This is the team I could see myself winning the Super Bowl year 1 with, not the... What was it, the Bengals? I think I won it year 1 with the Bengals. But yeah, this team makes a lot more sense than that Bengals rebuild did. Also, I should note that I think some guy, I think Rashad Green, I think he's the Jaguars kick returner in Madden. I'm pretty sure he got a kick return touchdown, and that was one of their 2 touchdowns. But anyway, here goes this celebration. Oh, watch it all, see who's the MVP. There's Blake Bortles looking really upset with himself. He probably had a pretty bad game, because we put up a lot of points and they didn't seem to really be able to do anything. Telvin Smith congratulating Matt Ryan along with Blake Bortles once again. Who is the MVP? Is it going to be a legitimate one or just a weird person who got like a couple catches? Julio Jones, what did you do? 6 catches, 66 yards. Okay, he did not get MVP. I'm sure Matt Ryan deserves it more. I don't know why this game does that. It gives the MVP to like the weirdest person. Okay, well at this point I'm just going to skip it because it's not the end of the rebuild. Usually at the end of the rebuilds I like to talk over that to do like my outro kind of thing. But since I still have, you know, the rest of the rebuild to go, I might as well just skip it. Matt Ryan definitely deserved it more than Julio Jones did, at least. Blake Bortles threw 2 interceptions, had a horrible completion percentage, but Matt Ryan played very well. Devontae Freeman even deserved it more than Julio Jones. I'm sure there's even a receiver in there that deserves it. Actually, no, Matt Ryan definitely should have gotten it. He had 4 touchdowns this game. So yeah, I'm definitely going to say that Julio Jones deserved to get it. Devontae Adams, I feel like, almost played better than Julio Jones. But Marquise Lee actually had a really good game. Sucks that it sort of went to waste. Telvin Smith had 11 tackles for loss, 1 from Marcel Darius. When I said Darius in my 49ers connected franchise, nope, Saquon Barkley video. I think it was a Saquon Barkley video. Some guy said that it's pronounced Darius. I don't know. I've heard it both ways. I've always just said Darius. It's whatever. I don't know. I'm just going to keep saying Darius. I'm sorry if that pisses anyone off. Malik Jackson had 2 sacks, and Marcel Darius had 1 interceptions, 1 from Bobby Wagner, who's the captain of the defense, of course, and Desmond Trufant. So we are just about in the offseason, and it's a day later, if you can't tell. But, yeah, I had Andrew Norwell here to bring back, and I did do that successfully. Now there is just Corey Harkey and Dorian Johnson. Those are the only two players that I would like consider negotiating with, but I don't have like any money. If I bring back Dorian Johnson on this deal, which he probably won't accept, I'll only have $5,000 left. So I mean, I might as well try. But he's not going to accept this offer. Okay, he accepted that offer. I gave him like nothing. That's fine, I'll take that. But yeah, I don't have like any money left, so I'm not bringing back Corey Harkey. I'll just draft a fullback. I guess that means we have some good draft picks then. I'm not entirely sure yet, but anyway, we have $360,000 in cap room. Let's just see who's here. Anybody that I would have went after? No, it really doesn't look like it. Corey Harkey, you getting any offers? You're actually getting a lot, but yeah, there's no one here that I would have went after, so it's not that big of a deal that we don't have much money. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the draft. I am now in the draft, so let's get right into this. I don't think I'm gonna need to trade up in this one because there's not really many players that I want right at the top of the board. So I'm just actually going to trade or go down to my next user pick. Who got taken? I think that Popinga guy, I think he might have superstar. Is that the guy I'm thinking of? There is a quarterback that has guaranteed superstar. I don't really want him because I don't really need a quarterback. Yeah, it was him for sure. But with this pick, I'm not sure what I want to do yet. This guy I'm pretty sure has superstar development. He's an early first round talent, but we also have the 5th and the 7th round picks. So I might trade this one back and maybe try to get that guy. I think that's what I'm going to do. I did trade down my last pick, and I'm going to do it again here. And if that cornerback is still there at number 7, then I will go with him. But if he's not, it's not the biggest deal because there's actually some late round corners that I kind of want. And with this pick, I think I'm going to go with the Bengals because I want some 2nd and 3rd rounders this year too. The cornerback with guaranteed superstar, who I believe to be this guy, is still here. The Fontenot guy, I think he went to the Bengals. Let me make sure. Because he looked pretty good too. Yeah, that Fontenot guy right there. He went to the Bengals. He looked pretty good as well. He looked fast. He was one of those like really tall, fast guys. He probably has superstar as well. But I'm going to go with Lewis Talbot here because I'm pretty sure he has superstar. No, he has normal. Okay, well, he's still good. I think Fontenot might be the guy with superstar then. I don't know. This is like a day difference like I mentioned earlier, so I'm kind of out of it right now. And I also just woke up. You can probably tell in my voice, but whatever. We still got a pretty talented player. So I am extremely confident that this guy has superstar development. I'm going to take him. He's going to be our backup running back. Pretty good system there if we can have Devontae Freeman and this big power back. I'm going to go with it. 80 overall with superstar development. He is super good too. 88 speed, 89 trucking, 88 stiff arm with 90 acceleration, 89 carrying, and ball carrier vision. He's actually really good. I think I'm going to trade down this pick as well. I think I have the 32nd pick too. I do. So I don't really want anybody else in this draft. There's not many other players that really catch my interest. So I'm going to trade this one away, probably with the Saints, because that looks way too good to give up, especially if they don't have Drew Brees. Did they draft a quarterback? It's actually pretty big. I don't think they did. Yeah, they didn't. Okay, well, maybe they did with this pick. Who knows? I'm going to check if they drafted a quarterback, because if they did, then their team's going to be a lot better than if they didn't. They did not. They drafted a wide receiver, and I don't think they signed back Drew Brees. That's nice. I'm going to trade away this pick as well, I think. Yeah. There's not really anybody that I want, and I'm going to get all these picks just to trade down with, just to trade with next season. So let me get, like, a 2nd this year. No, that's a 2nd this year and a 3rd this year. I'm going to take that one with the Browns. This guy's still here. He looks amazing. I don't know how he managed to make it here still. I might take him, even though I have that other running back. I kind of just want to take that guy to see what he's all about. There's not really many other players who I want in this, like, in this spot right here, so I might just go with them. I mean, there's this middle linebacker that looks good, but he's a 3rd round guy. Are you an early 3rd round guy? No, you're a late 3rd round guy. Let me check some stuff. I don't really want this guy anymore. Okay, you're a late 2nd round guy. I'm actually going to go with that running back. I think he's worth it. Because if he's better than the guy I have, then I'm just going to start him. And start him as the backup, which kind of that's a bit of an oxymoron if you think about it, to start somebody as the backup. But yeah, anyway, this guy probably has slow development though. The more I think about it, I'm sure he has slow. I'm still gonna go with him though. Yeah, 78 was slow, but like he is so talented. 90 juke move, 86 spin move, 91 speed, and then he has like really good elusiveness, didn't he? 86 elusiveness. He is really, really good. With this pick, I'm going with JT Russell. He's one of these late-ish round guards. I guess he's projected to go in the 2nd, technically, so he's not really late. But he's one of the stereotypical guards that are very good, has over a 6 combine, and has really good impact block. That's kind of how most of the talented guards go in this game. But let's go with him. 72 overall, normal development. Not the greatest, but he probably just doesn't fit the scheme. I'm sure I have like a pass blocker left guard. So in reality, if I put him to a run blocker or like zone blocker or something, he's probably like a 76, if I had to guess. This pick is going to Henry Gorer. He's not going to be good enough to make me replace Bobby Wagner, that's for sure, but I'm still just going to go with him in case he's good. He's definitely good depth. I think there's also another middle linebacker here. There's this guy who looks a bit worse. I think he's a bit faster, though. Yeah, he is faster, but in any event, I'm going with Henry Gorer here. 79 overall with superstar development. That sucks because he's not going to get like any playing time. Maybe I'll throw him to outside linebacker instead of Devondre Campbell, because Devondre Campbell doesn't get much playing time as it is, and if this guy can at least get a little bit, he can go up. I don't know, because this guy's like kind of too good not to start, but I'm not starting him over Bobby Wagner, that's for sure. This guy has one of the best combines I have ever seen from an offensive lineman. He is at least second in every single category, being first in the ones that matter, well, in bench press, which I think matters the most, but he's also second in speed, and he just looks really good. He's a 6.9 rating, so let's go with him. 77 overall normal development. I was hoping he would have gotten a development trait, but he is still amazing. With this pick, I'm going with a fullback, just because I think he's going to be pretty good. Casey Miles, B impact block, that's kind of all I really need to know. 81 overall. Alright, there we go. I figured he was going to be like that just because of his impact blocking. It's really easy to draft fullbacks. You only really have to scout them for their first attribute. But yeah, anyway, he's our fullback. I am going with a bit of a risky pick. It's not risky. We already know he's going to be amazing. Okay, well, actually, in reality, this guy's horrible top 3 skills. But he skipped the combine, so he's automatically amazing. And he went to Penn State. Okay, well, this is actually a good pick. I picked him later than he was supposed to go. He actually doesn't have horrible stats. He has pretty good speed, being 6'1". He's not terrible, actually. I'm going with another cornerback with this pick. This guy actually, I think, is going to be very good. Derek Crawford. He doesn't have the best combine in the world, but he's still rather strong and can jump pretty far. I don't know, but he also has pretty solid top 3 skills. He's not the fastest, as you can see over there, but I still think he'll be like a 78. I'm guessing a 78 with quick development. Or a 69. I really thought he was going to be better than that, but his stats are actually really good. Almost everything's a green. I mean, he's not the fastest, right? 88 is not ideal for a cornerback, but 49 play recognition is making him horrible, and his awareness is probably really low too. 57, yeah, okay, that's why he's such a low overall. This pick is going to Roy Baker. He's supposed to be a 7th round player, but he looks amazing. Okay, so he's 6'3", doesn't really play much of a factor in simulation, but he is extremely fast, he can jump really high, and he is super, super agile and strong. With B+ hit power, B block shed, B- pursuit, he looks amazing. 77 overall, quick development. He is actually really, really good. He doesn't really, I mean, does he fit this scheme? Does he have decent coverage? Yeah, 78 zone. Okay, he actually really does fit this scheme. This pick is going to my center, who hopefully can come in and start year 1. I think he'll be able to. Doesn't have the best combine, but he is still pretty strong. He's only 6th, but he has 29 reps, which is pretty good. He's, you know, decently fast, again, being in the top 10 in that, and he can jump like the 7th highest out of all the centers. He also has really good stats. B+ impact block is actually really good for a center. B- run block is good, and C+ pass block is respectable. So I'm going to go with him. 72 overall, normal development. He might be a higher rated if I put him in the right scheme, but if he's not like super high rated, or if he's not like a, I don't mean to say super high rated, but if he's not like a 76 or a 77, I can always just trade for a new center. It's not the hardest thing to do. So I'm actually trading in the 7th round to move up. So I'm getting the Bills pick that is in a couple picks. I didn't want to trade for the 1st overall pick in the 7th round. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to go with the Bills, which is pretty close. It's right there. And there's a right outside linebacker or a left outside linebacker that I wanted. He might have actually just went. He went. That was kind of pointless then. He looked really good. I just kind of wanted to get him. I think he was that Malone guy. Whatever, either Malone or Randolph. I'll have to make sure I look at him. So he's on either the Browns or the Bears. Alright, well then anyway, with this pick, I'll just take someone random. Or I'll just trade it. I'll take somebody. Why not? Are you fast? No, you're not fast at all. Oh, man. One cut. Lewis Ponder. I don't really want Christian Ponder's weird cousin. Doesn't really matter who I go with at this point. Should I go with the quarterback? Who's the fastest out of these two? This guy. Scott Morse. 65 overall. Oh my god, what a god. I just realized that I didn't know if he was the fastest out of those two because I didn't check the other guy, but whatever. Yeah, this was the guy. This was for sure the guy I wanted. He has superstar development and he's a 78 overall. He looked really good. Did he fit the scheme too? He did. 79 zone coverage. He wouldn't have started, so it's not really that big of a deal that I missed out on him, but he still is very good. Dorian Johnson and this Bozeman guy, who is the slow-developing running back we drafted for Travis Frederick. This is now what the team looks like. I think this team is very, very good. I can definitely go to the playoffs with this team. I don't know why this guy was playing right guard. I don't know who's playing left guard. He's clearly a right guard. I don't know, but this team looks amazing. I think this team can for sure win the division. Actually, I'm not sure about that because the Saints have an insane team usually, and the Panthers are normally pretty tough in simulation. But, you know, this team is just better than last year's team in most of the ways. Like, we have a better offensive line now, a much better center. I'm going to start this Ross Tucker guy at right guard. I already kind of mentioned that earlier, but yeah, he actually is super talented, so I think he can definitely play well there. And then defensively, I didn't really change anything. I don't think no, the only thing I changed is that Brian Poole, I had to do it now. Brian Poole is not going to be the starter. This Talbot guy is going to be the starter in the slot. Hopefully he can have a good season, but everything else I'm pretty sure is the same from last year. Everyone's just kind of upgraded. I decided not to start Baker over Devondre Campbell just because it looks better with Devondre Campbell there. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a C with him, and it'll be a C+. I just like the B+. It's not going to make a difference really either way, I really don't think. But anyway, I'm going to spend my coach experience, and then I will see you at the end of the season. Nope, the mid-season, my bad. At the mid-season mark here, we are 6-1, having to take on the 3-4 Cowboys. Check out the team. Our fullback has a lot of experience. That's kind of nice to see. I'm actually going to upgrade him now. No, I lied. I'm going to save it for the end of the year and just upgrade him to like a 95 because that's actually kind of fun to do with a fullback because literally all you need is to get up is awareness and he goes up insanely. Everybody else looks like they have a decent amount. On the defensive side of the ball, how's our corner playing? 9K for this guy. That's good to see. Nobody else really has all that much. I mean, Bobby Wagner's doing all right. How does our backup left outside linebacker have more than Devondre Campbell does? I don't know, but anyway, Adrian Amos is here, who, you know, hopefully we can bring him back. Same with Amari Cooper. Matt Ryan. How much do you want? You want so much. Oh my god, it's a one-year deal. I'll negotiate this later, because if I can find a really good quarterback in the draft, like a guaranteed superstar or like just someone who looks amazing, I'm going to go with him and not sign back Matt Ryan, and I don't think it'll hinder our team that much. But Trevor Williams is here, Grady Jarrett, Jake Matthews, Vic Beasley. Holy crap, there's a lot of players. But let's start off with Adrian Amos. I think he should be able to come back to the team with that. He is coming back. Good to know. Adrian Amos is a phenomenal young player. Amari Cooper, same thing. He's really good. He's really talented. Let's go with him. We don't really have all that much money, so I really don't think I'm going to negotiate with Matt Ryan. At least not yet. Trevor Williams, another very talented player out of Penn State. I have a couple guys out of Penn State here. We got Trevor Williams and we got Adrian Amos. I think that that cornerback we drafted who didn't go to the combine also was out of Penn State, which is kind of funny. But Grady Jarrett out of Clemson, my man. He's coming back to the team. Jake Matthews. We really don't have much money left, so we're going to have to chill in free agency, most likely not. We probably won't be able to go after that many people. And Vic Beasley out of Clemson. We got some Clemson representatives here as well. I think everybody came back. Brian Poole I'm not going to worry about, and Josh Harris, I'm not going to worry about him either. But now I will go to, after I scout these players, I will sim to the end of the season. Actually, hold on, let me check out the division. Okay, so we're nicely atop the division. The Saints are 4-3 in second, and then the Buccaneers are 3-5. Those are the only other two teams who can really conflict with us, and the Panthers are way out of it, I think. But now I'm just going to scout the players, and then I'll see you at the end of the season. At the end of the season here, we have a first-round bye. That's good to see. How do we do? 12-4. Very clearly the #1 team in the division here. The Saints went 8-8 in second. Let's check out the schedule, though. We lost every single game in the preseason. Okay. Then we won the first 7. Then we lost to the Saints, the Cowboys, and got absolutely destroyed by the Eagles. Then we won a whole bunch in a row, and then lost by 1 to the Ravens. Then we beat the Panthers. But we finally beat the Saints. And took until like the end of Season 2 in order to beat the Saints. Actually, no, didn't we beat them in the playoffs? So I think I lied. Whatever. Matt Ryan had a pretty good season once again. More interceptions, if I remember correctly, and less yards, but still a pretty good season. Devontae Freeman, 1,618 yards, 10 touchdowns, and our rookie running back had 14 touchdowns. Only 2 fumbles for both of them combined. Receivers, Amari Cooper got over 1,000 yards with 7 touchdowns. Julio Jones got 1,200 with 10 touchdowns. Austin Hooper did okay. And Devonta Adams got 7 touchdowns. Check out sacks. This should be not high at all. Yeah, Jake Matthews letting up 12 isn't terrible. Alex Mack only letting up 6 is pretty good. And Ross Tucker, the rookie, only let up 1. Defensively, Bobby Wagner at 143 tackles. That's pretty good. Dontari Poe had 14 tackles for loss, which is also really good. Sacks, 13 from Takaris McKinley, only 8.5 from Vic Beasley. I think that's what he got last year, too. 6 interceptions from Desmond Trufant. And then we got 3 from Deion Jones, Bobby Wagner, and Lewis Talbot, who's the rookie. Then we got 2 from Keanu Neal, and then 1 from Adrian Amos and Trevor Williams. Both of the Penn State alumni, of course. Touchdowns, we have at least 1. And we got 2. Bobby Wagner and Lewis Talbot each got 1. But we are 6th on offense. We have about like 400 less yards than we did last season. And then we were 12th in defense. Okay, not bad. MVP, Matt Ryan is 5th. Nobody else from the Falcons. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Matt Ryan is 6th. I'm surprised. I'm actually really surprised that, Jesus, Devontae Freeman didn't make it. I don't know why I always blank on my players' names. Bobby Wagner came in 2nd for NFC Defensive Player of the Year. Wait, hold on. The Eagles, they went 14-2. They went 16-0 last season and then 14-2 this one. Desmond Trufant actually made it at number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year, our running back comes in 2nd. Okay, I think DeAndre Simmons is a running back. That's kind of cool because we almost won it with our backup running back. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Talbot comes in 2nd. That's alright. Probably have a decent amount of experience then, at least from a couple players who most likely made the Pro Bowl, if I had to guess. Let's see, though. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Devontae Adams is in the slot? I don't think that was the case all season, though. Our fullback has 14K. I'm going to upgrade him right here, right now. It's going to work. You guys ready for this? Before I do anything else, let me just upgrade his... I'm going to get his run block up 1, and then his awareness the rest of the way. He's going to go up to like a 95. 89, I lied, but still, very good. It's really easy to get a very solid fullback in this game, because you don't really have to do all that much. And just like that, our whole offense is almost an A. Maybe if I can get Tucker up, but... the rest of the offense, you know, has a decent amount of experience. Andrew Norwell has a bit over there. Defensively, though, anyone have a lot? Desmond Trufant has 20K. Keanu Neal has 41K. That's nice to see. What about our rookies? Anybody here have a good amount? 10K from our backup middle linebacker is kind of cool. What about Talbot? 13K? Alright, nice. I'm going to spend this all, and then, you know, we'll see who we have to take on. In the divisional round of the playoffs, we have to take on the Giants, who are 8-7-1. What is their overall? I just want to see. I'm not going to actually hop in and sit in this game. They are an 85. We are 11 overall points higher. If we lose this game, I'm going to be upset. Just a little upset, just a tiny bit. But here's a look at the team. Everyone on the offense looks pretty much amazing. This right guard is the only one who's not an A. I mentioned that earlier, though. Devontae Adams is still in the slot, which I do not want to happen. And then on the defensive side, someone went up to a 95. There it is. Keanu Neal went up to a 95, as did Desmond Trufant. So this defense is amazing as well. Our backup middle linebacker went up to an 81, and our backup running back went up to an 84. That's cool to see. But Tantari Poe is still kicking over here. I wasn't making sure he's still actually progressing and not regressing just yet. This cornerback went up to an 82. So yeah, the team looks good. So let's advance the week where we should definitely come away with a win. No chance we lose to the Giants. Okay, we didn't lose to the Giants, but now we have to take on the Eagles. Can we do this? I don't know if we can, actually. I'm just going to go right to the Super Bowl. Hopefully, you know, we're in it. Taking on the Patriots, it's my guess. We are in it, taking on the Patriots. Holy crap, I was right. I didn't even check who made the playoffs. I wasn't sure if the Patriots were in it. I just kind of assumed. So, obviously, a rematch of the Super Bowl that happened last year in real life. Let's see what can happen. Actually, do our guys have experience? Not really all that much. I'm not going to spend it. So, let's see if we can get a win. Hopefully, we do not replicate what actually happened in the Super Bowl. We are a 96. They are a 91. We should be able to win. So, it is now 35-24, 42-24, 49-24. Okay. This game's over. We won the Super Bowl, 49-31, pretty convincingly as well. So that is back-to-back Super Bowls with this team. Maybe I can go back-to-back-to-back. I have not once ever done that. The best I've ever done, I think, is I won a Super Bowl the first year, not the second year, and then I won it the third year. I think I did that with my Raiders rebuild in Madden 17. Because I'm pretty sure I titled that video like my most successful rebuild or something. But this one might top it. If I can win a Super Bowl next season, this will definitely top it as my most successful rebuild. But we are back-to-back Super Bowl winners, of course. I'm just going to wait here to see who they denote Super Bowl MVP to, because then I'm going to actually say who I think it should have been, because it probably isn't accurate. Let's see. Bobby Wagner. Could totally be him. What did he do? 4 tackles. Not Bobby Wagner. In no way did Bobby Wagner do that. Yeah, Matt Ryan throws 321 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, and you don't give it to him. Pretty much a perfect quarterback rating. Yeah, that makes no sense. But Tom Brady's still playing. Good to see there. Rushing yards, Deion Lewis did okay, but Devontae Freeman had 7.7 yards a carry with 3 touchdowns. Okay, Devontae Adams did alright. Austin Hooper did pretty well, so did Amari Cooper. And Julian Edelman down there got a touchdown. Someone else I think did as well, but Brett Tootin, I don't know. He's a middle linebacker for the Patriots. He had 13 tackles. Deion Jones had 11, and Adrian Amos had 10. Tackles for loss, we don't have any. Sacks, only 1 from Tootin. Interceptions, 1 from Desmond Trufant. Alright, well, you know, at least we won. So we are now in the offseason pretty much. And Matt Ryan still has to get re-signed. I'm going to stand by myself and not re-sign him, because there actually is a decent-looking quarterback in the upcoming draft who I think could be over a 91 probably at the end of the year. So I'm not going to sign back Matt Ryan. Maybe, if he is getting like 0 offers, I will actually just give him one, because then it's not that difficult, and I don't have to like give him all that much money. But let's see who's here. We only have $8.49 million in cap room, and we got the Eric Berry Legacy Award apparently. Okay, there's no one that's really that great here, but Matt Ryan is getting some offers, so sadly he is gone. Leonard Williams makes it here. Okay, got another one. Got the Matt Ryan Legacy Award. That's kind of funny, actually. Michael Pierce is here. Ronald Darby, Jason Verrett, Jordan Hicks. I don't need all of these players, but there's definitely some good players here. Dante Fowler is not getting any offers. That's kind of stupid. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go after anybody here. The only player I was considering was going to be Ronald Darby. No, not really. The more I think about it, the more I realize I don't really need him, so I'm not going to go after it. Leonard Williams would be nice too, but he's more of a 3-4 guy. Doesn't really fit our scheme, so I'm just going to go right into the draft. So in the draft here, you know, it's about to start. We do not have a top 10 pick. I think I actually have the 10th pick. So I'm most likely going to have to trade up with the 49ers, unless Jimmy Garoppolo is good, because there's a quarterback I want for sure. Let me just, you know, figure some stuff out and see what I want to do. I'm trading up with the Browns because I do not think that the 49ers are going to take the quarterback that I want, so I'm giving them my 15th pick, this random backup defensive tackle, and Duke Riley, I think his name is, for the 2nd overall pick in this draft. The 49ers should really not take him. They still do have Jimmy Garoppolo, who's an 84. And is that him? That's him. Why did they take a quarterback? Okay, I'm trading for him. I'm giving away everything to trade for that guy because that's just not fair. Why did they take a quarterback? Let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you what their top needs are. It's not quarterback. They have an 84 rated quarterback. That makes absolutely no sense. Right guard, left outside linebacker, middle linebacker, center, cornerback. They have Jimmy Garoppolo, who's still good. Oh, that pisses me off a little bit. Well, that was the only player that I really wanted in this draft. So I'm going to trade this pick away for a first rounder next year just so I can make sure I get that guy. I'm just making sure I get that quarterback because it's not fair. I'm going to scumbag the 49ers, I think. I'm going to make sure that they pay. No, but I'm probably going to I'm just going to make sure I get them. So I guess with this pick, I'm just going to go with some random players. You know, Lindsey Bryan or Derek Francis. I think Derek Francis looks a bit better, so I'm going to go with him. 78 was slow. Ooh, he is super, super talented, but not going to play at all. So there's really nobody I want anywhere near here. There's a guy I want, as you can see down there. He's a quarterback. He's in the 5th round. Nope, not the 5th round, the 4th round, my fault. So I'll probably take him in like the 4th or something. I'm going to go with this slow developing halfback, calling it now. Quick developer. Wow, okay, I thought he was going to be slow. He was an early 1st round projected person in the late 1st round. Usually that means, well, I took him in the late 1st round. That usually means I have slow, but that's okay. He's going to be my 3rd string running back. Well, that quarterback got drafted. He was supposed to go in the 4th round. Screw it. I'm just going to sim to the end of the draft. Turns out that the computer drafted him for me. In the 2nd round, I was going to wait a while because that is like 2 picks way too high. I'm pretty sure that's the guy I wanted. But let me see who the 49ers guy is all about. What is this guy all about? He's an 85? He's an 84. Yep, okay. Trading for him, 100%. I'm going to make it happen. So it was impossible to try to trade for that guy. I forgot how hard it is to trade for rookies. So instead I'm doing this. I'm giving the Packers, my backup tight end, who for some reason they have green interest in, a 1st and a 2nd rounder for, you know, just some guy named Aaron Rodgers. Here's a team for the final season. It is, you know, pretty much the same team as last year. Just instead of Matt Ryan, we have Aaron Rodgers, who is better. So not really too much more to say about that. And then here's the defense, you know, just everyone's upgraded. The team looks awesome. We should definitely make the playoffs once again. If we don't, that's just Madden screwing us over a little bit. But I'm going to go to the end of the season now, where hopefully we should have another 1st round bye. I really think we should. At the end of the season, we did not get a 1st round bye, but we went 12-4. That's, you know, good enough for me. 13-3 were the Saints, so they definitely got the 1st round bye. I'm sure they did. Check out the schedule, though. We won every game in the preseason. Then we won the opening 3, lost to the Eagles. Then we won a whole lot. Then we lost to the Texans. Then we beat the Colts. Won to the Colts? That sounded weird. Lost against the Saints and the Buccaneers, and then beat the Saints at the end. The Saints have been the hardest team, I think, for us in the regular season to actually end up beating. But anyway, Aaron Rodgers, 4,400 yards, 39 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Phenomenal season. Devontae Freeman had 17 touchdowns, 0 fumbles, 1,500 yards pretty much. Russell Dubose had 8 touchdowns, 4 fumbles though. Receivers, 1,386 yards from Julio Jones with 17 touchdowns. Amari Cooper got over 1,000 yards with 10 touchdowns. Devontae Adams had 4 touchdowns, and Austin Hooper pretty much has been doing the same sort of thing every year. Blocking, Alex Mack led up the most amount of sacks, but it's still pretty low. Defensively, 147 tackles for Bobby Wagner, who had 6 interceptions. I can see that over there. Tackles for loss, we only got 10 from Grady Jarrett leading the team and 7 from Dontari Poe. Sacks doesn't look like much at all. What happened? I have no idea, but we didn't have like any sacks. I didn't change anything, like the schemes or anything like that. But Bobby Wagner, 6 interceptions. Deion Jones had 3. Keanu Neal had 2. Trevor Williams had 2. And so did Adrian Amos and Desmond Trufant. Any touchdowns? Maybe? No. I'm surprised Bobby Wagner didn't get one. We were 4th on offense. Probably not the greatest on defense. Didn't look like they really played that well. 10th. Okay, maybe they did play decently. I don't know. We just didn't get like any pressure. Wow, 2 Jaguars players and MVP, 2nd and 3rd. Alrighty then. Where's Aaron Rodgers? He's at number 6. Did anybody from the Eagles make it? Alright, I just want to see what the Eagles' record was. I don't see the Eagles in this. Okay, anyway, the Falcons, Aaron Rodgers came in 4th. The Eagles went 12-4 this year, but Jay Ajayi's on 99 and Carson Wentz is on 97. Defensive Player of the Year does go to Bobby Wagner. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Quinn Molinaro. I don't know who that is, but he comes in 5th for us. Douglas Thurmond comes in 8th. He's a 79. Not entirely sure who that is. I think that's a running back, actually. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Derek Francis comes in 4th. I think he's an outside linebacker for us. And Vaughn Chambers comes in 10th. I'm not sure who that is. Aaron Rodgers comes in 2nd for best quarterback. Best running back. Oop. Devontae Freeman comes in 3rd. Corey Clement gets in there too? Hold on a second. They had Jay Ajayi and Corey Clement in there? Wow, that's interesting. They had 2 running backs on the top running back list, the Eagles did. But Julio Jones comes in 2nd for wide receiver. Not Odell, he's in there, but Amari Cooper comes in 4th. Best O-lineman, Travis Frederick wins that award. Andrew Norwell comes in 5th. And Alex Mack comes in 10th. Best D-lineman, probably nobody from our team. Yeah, best linebacker. Hold on, wait, actually, before I do that, what is Derek Barnett up to? 84, alright. Best linebacker. Really? Bobby Wagner? Okay, there he is, number 3. I didn't see him. I got really confused. Best defensive back. I forgot what team we were for a second, but no one's in there from the Falcons. And best kicker, Matt Bryant wins that. Let's go, my guy. I saw Jake Elliott in there at number 10. Good to see as well. Check out the experience, though. Anybody have a whole lot? You know, a lot going around for pretty much everybody. Aaron Rodgers, I think. No, Julio Jones has the most on offense. Defensively, I see 19K from Bobby Wagner. I'm pretty sure that's the most, unless this guy randomly has more. No, he doesn't. All right, well, I'm going to spend this, and then who we have to take on? The Vikings. I'm just going to sim right through this game. So here's a look at the upgraded team. It looks phenomenal, of course. You know, not really much different from the past couple of years. So let's just sim the game against the Vikings. I really hope we are able to win. We can win. Now we have to take on the, almost at the Seahawks. The Eagles. Okay, so we have to take on the Eagles. Obviously, I don't know why I showed the team again. It's the same. I might as well spend my coach experience. I have 9,000. There's no reason not to spend it. You know, the most important positions, kicker and punter, of course, out of the way, and the running back. Why not? There we go. I was almost able to get, like, all the upgrades. I think there's 2 left. Anyway, though, let's go sim this week against the Eagles. Did we win? Did we come away with a win? No, we lost against the Eagles. That was the first time we lost in the playoffs this entire rebuild. I was really hoping we were going to be able to, win the Super Bowl again and go 3 in a row, but that is okay. This rebuild was still super successful. One of my better teams I've definitely built. This team's phenomenal. Anyway, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon.